Hey everyone, how's it going? We're so happy to have you all here from around the world. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the family. Don't forget to like and subscribe. The Iranian nuclear file is back in the spotlight, not just as a passing news item, but as a possible spark for war or a complete reshaping of the regional power map. In the tense and unpredictable atmosphere of the Middle East, Egypt suddenly opened its doors to the Iranian foreign minister. That move triggered a wave of political debate and deep questions. Who would have thought that two longtime allies, Egypt and Saudi Arabia, would find themselves in quiet political conflict that could eventually turn into a full-on Cold War? In this video, we'll reveal what's happening behind the scenes in the Arab decision-making rooms, where old alliances are collapsing and new ones are forming, often at the cost of tangled regional interests. In a surprising move, Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi arrived in Cairo and met with Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi. The visit was officially invited by Egypt's Foreign Minister Badr Abdel Atti. Araghchi also met with Egyptian elites and some Iranians living in Egypt. The visit raised a lot of eyebrows, especially since diplomatic relations between Egypt and Iran are practically frozen. They don't even have fully functioning embassies in each other's countries. So what made Iran's foreign minister visit a major country like Egypt despite all these obstacles? Why was he received with such rare warmth?
The visit certainly stirred a lot of speculation and questions. It's not every day you see such a high-profile meeting between two countries with so much historical tension.
What's even more serious are the statements that came out after the visit. Egypt, through its official channels, warned of a possible upcoming conflict in the Middle East, and this warning didn't come from a journalist or political analyst. It came from a country with strong intelligence agencies. So the big question is, what's really going on? What's the real reason behind Araghchi's visit to Cairo?
It's a complex situation, no doubt. The region is a chessboard of shifting alliances and power plays. The stakes are incredibly high and every move is being watched closely. According to The Guardian, Iran is preparing its final response to the US offer. So, will Iran reject it and choose to escalate the situation in the region? And if they do reject it, will the US go for military action or more sanctions?
If there's a military strike, will Israel take the lead or just play a secondary role? What happens if the situation spirals out of control? Who stands to gain? Who stands to lose?
These questions are part of a very complicated scene, like an international chess game that's deciding the fate of the Middle East. In the middle of all this, there are important points you should know, hidden details in the US-Iran negotiations, political and economic moves, and internal conflict inside the White House that could directly shape the future of the entire region.
The Iranian foreign minister's visit to Egypt sparked an unspoken war on social media.
Saudi supporters started attacking Egypt, accusing it of getting dangerously close to the Iranian regime, which Gulf countries often label as terrorist.
But here's the irony. Gulf countries themselves are some of Iran's biggest trade partners.
The annual trade between Iran and the Gulf Cooperation Council is around $30 billion.
So the big question is, why do the Gulf states oppose an Egypt-Iran rapprochement when they themselves maintain strong economic ties with Tehran?
Clearly, this tension goes beyond economics. Egypt is betting on better ties with Iran not just for financial reasons, but as part of a broader regional strategy.
At one point, Donald Trump was planning to lift sanctions on Iran if a nuclear deal was reached.
That would have made Iran one of the richest countries in the world thanks to its natural resources. And it could have opened the door to massive investments in Egypt, strengthening its regional influence.
One major sign of this shift: Egypt received both the head of the International Atomic Energy Agency and the Iranian foreign minister on the same day, and they both met with President el-Sisi.
That's not just diplomacy, it's part of a larger, complex international game. The biggest threat in the region right now?
The nuclear arms race.
Iran has reached 60% uranium enrichment, which is just one step away from weapons-grade levels.
Saudi Arabia and other Gulf states are urging the US to strike Iran's nuclear facilities to avoid a collapse in the region's military balance.
If Iran gets the bomb, it could be a dramatic turning point that threatens the security of the Gulf, Israel, and the US. And then, in a very symbolic move, after his meetings, Araghchi walked through the Khan el-Khalili Bazaar in the heart of historic Cairo.
But before beginning his tour, he visited Imam Hussein Mosque and prayed Maghrib, a moment full of deep symbolism.
This wasn't his first time there. It was actually his third, suggesting a clear message. Iran isn't just reaching out to Egypt through politics, but through shared culture and religion too.
He was accompanied by a high-level delegation led by Mehdi Shoshtari, head of the Iranian Foreign Ministry's West Asia and North Africa Department.
He was received by Mohammad Hossein Soltani Far, the director of Iran's Interests Section in Cairo.
The scene carried a rare sense of warmth in a time of major tension.
This wasn't just a diplomatic visit, it came loaded with soft messages.
Iran is quietly opening up to Cairo and reaching out to its people,